Good morning, children. This is your science ma'am and Jemima. I'm very happy to see you all in this YouTube class. I hope you are safe. Fine. Let's start the class. We have learned 2 chapters in the previous classes. Today, we are going to learn a new lesson, a new chapter, chapter 3, Useful Animals. We all know that there are different types of animal living in this world. So all the animals are useful to human beings in different ways. In this lesson you are going to learn the types of animals, how they are useful to the human beings. Okay, first, early human beings domesticated animals primarily for hunting purpose. Early human beings means ancient people. Ancient people used animals only for hunting purpose. Okay, they domesticated animal. They reared animal only for hunting purpose. Later, they domesticated animals to ensure regular supply of food and to help them in agriculture. After some years, they used it for the supply of food and they use these animals for agriculture purpose. Okay, from the beginning they used the animals only for hunting purpose. Later they domesticated animal for the regular supply of food and for agriculture purpose. Okay, today animals are useful to human beings in much more ways. Nowadays animals are useful to human beings in different ways. Okay, in this lesson we are going to learn how it is useful to human beings. Okay, first one, domesticated animal. Domesticated animals are classified as farm animals and pet animals. Okay, domesticated animals are classified into two types. One is farm animal and the second one is pet animal. First, we are going to learn about farm animal. What do you mean by farm animals? Farm animals are kept in farms. Okay, they are kept only in the farms. Some of them are reared for meat and some are used to carry loads. Okay, some type of animal which lives in the farms, some types of animals are reared for meat. Okay, for getting meat from the animal, and some of them are reared to carry the loads from one place to another. Okay, some of them are reared for the meat and some of them are used to carry load from one place to another. For example, chicken, cow, horses are some of the example for farm animals. Okay, we know that we use chicken, sheep, cows are used for meat purpose. Okay, they are reared for meat purpose. Horses and so many farm animals are there. They are used for carrying the loads from one place to another. In the picture you can see there are some farm animals. There is a cow, there is a chicken, there is a goat. So many types of farm animals are there. Now you are going to see a video. From that video you can understand about the farm animals and the types of farm animals. Okay,
Cow. This is a cow. A baby cow is called a calf. Cows live in a barn. Duck. Here is a duck. A baby duck is called a duckling. Ducks live in ponds and lakes. Turkey. This is a turkey. Baby turkeys are called poults. Turkeys are raised on a farm. Chicken. This is a chicken. A baby chicken is called a chick. Chickens are kept in a coop on a farm. Goose. This is a goose. A baby goose is called a gosling. Geese live in ponds and lakes. Sheep. Here is a sheep. A baby sheep is called a lamb. Sheep live in a sheep pen. Rabbit. This is a rabbit. A baby rabbit is called a kit. Rabbits live in burrows. Pig. This is a pig. A baby pig is called a piglet. Pigs live in a pigsty. Donkey. This is a donkey. A baby donkey is called a foal. Donkeys live in a barn. Goat. Here is a goat. A baby goat is called a kid. Goats are kept in a pen. Cat. This is a cat. Baby cat is called a kitten. Cats live in homes and farms. Horse. This is a horse. A baby horse is called a foal. Horses live in a stable. Dog. Here is a dog. A baby dog is called a puppy. Dogs live inside a kennel. Bee. Here is a bee. A baby bee is called larva. Bees live in a hive. Camel. This is a camel. A baby camel is called a calf. Camels live in the desert.
Pet animals. First we have learned about farm animals. Next we are going to learn about the pet animals. Pet animals are kept at home. They are very friendly with human beings. Okay. Pet animals we kept at home. For example, cat, dogs, parrot. Okay, cat, dogs, parrot. So many types of pet animals are there. We used to rear finches, lovebirds. So many types of pet animals are there. They are very friendly with human beings. They will mingle easily with human beings. Okay, here you can see that's a dog, there's a kitten. So these pet animals are very friendly with human beings. Cat keeps the mice away, dog guard the house. Okay, so cat will keep the mice away. Okay, they will catch the mice and they will eat. Okay, they will eat. Dogs will guard the house. It is a security for our house. Okay, so pet animals also useful to human beings. Farm animals also useful to human beings. Pet animals also useful to human beings. Next we are going to learn how it is useful. Okay, to beginning we have learned the types of animal. Now we are going to learn how it is useful to the human beings. First, dairy products and poultry. Dairy products means the products of milk. Okay, the products of milk. And poultry means the product of chicken. Okay, the product of chicken. First, some animals such as cows, buffaloes and goats gives us milk. We all know that we get milk from cow. Some animals also there, buffalo, goats also gives us milk. Milk is good for our health. We all know that milk is good for our health. It is essential for our bones, for getting calcium. Okay, we get many dairy products such as ghee, butter, cream, curd from milk. So many types of milk products are there. For example, ghee we use for cooking, butter we use for making cakes, cheese we use for baking purpose, cream we use for making cakes, then curd we used to prepare food, curd, rice, something else, buttermilk. So many types of milk products are there. Rearing animals that gives milk is called dairy farming. Okay, for getting milk, for rearing animals for getting milk is called dairy farming. Okay, rearing animals for getting milk is called dairy farming. In this picture you can see so many types of milk products are there. Now we are going to see a video about dairy product. From that you can understand so many types of dairy products are there. Okay,
Dairy products. Butter, milk, cheese, powdered milk, sweetened condensed milk, ice cream, cream, yogurt.
okay, next we are going to learn about poultry. First we have learned about dairy products. Now we are going to learn about poultry products. Okay, poultry such as chicken, ducks, turkeys gives us egg and meat. Poultry means chicken. It includes chicken, ducks, turkey. So many types of chickens are there. It gives egg and meat. Okay, rearing of birds for their egg and meat is called poultry farming. Rearing of birds for getting meat and egg. If we rear a bird, it is called poultry farming. In the dairy product, we have learned rearing the animal for getting milk is called dairy farming. In this, rearing of birds for their egg and meat is called poultry farming. In this picture, you can see the products of poultry. There's some egg and there's a chicken. Okay. Our next topic, wool. Sheep are reared for both wool and meat. Okay, sheep. In this picture you can see there's a sheep. There is some sheep. So sheep are reared for both wool and meat. Okay, for getting wool from their body and for getting the meat. Okay, wool is used to make sweaters, gloves, socks and many other products which keep us warm in the winter. Okay, wool is used for making sweaters. We know that we used it for winter season. Sweaters, gloves, socks and so many products are prepared from the wool. Okay, are manufactured from the wool, which helps to keep us warm. Okay, which keep us warm. So from the sheep we get wool and meat. Okay, now you are going to watch a video how the wool is reared from the sheep. Okay, how they get the wool from the sheep, so that you can understand how the wool is getting from sheep. Okay,
I think I'll go ahead and shear his other one. Just 1 second, let me answer this one first. That right here, let her tell what. There you go. The sheep this size, if you were just to go up and grab a hold of it by the wool and try to pull it around, it'd drag you all over the tent. The Australian method is the most widely used method here. As long as you can keep their feet off the floor while you're shearing, and keep them in a fairly comfortable position, most of them won't fight. So I'll go ahead and shear this and then we'll see if you have any more questions. Now, if we was to stretch this out, the rest of this is pretty much all in one piece. Her land, two of the other lands, going to Springfield, Massachusetts.
The next one is yak. Yak is a kind of humped ox with long hair. Okay, yak is a type of ox. Okay, yak is a type of ox. One type of ox which has a long hair. Okay, which has very long hairs, which is found large number in Himalayan region. Okay, mostly it is found in the Himalayan region. People in the Tibet and Bhutan rear the yak for its milk and wool. Okay, mostly the people live in the area Bhutan and then some Tibet area. This area the people will rear it for their milk. Okay, rear for milk and their wool. Okay, so people rear it for their milk and their wool. Okay, the next one is alpaca. Alpaca, here it is the picture of alpaca. The alpaca is an animal belonging to the camel family. Okay, this type of animal belongs to the camel family. It is found in Andes mountain in South America. Okay, mostly this type of animal, the alpaca is mostly found in Andes mountain in South America. Mostly it is found in South America. It gives dark, fine, high quality wool. Okay, it gives very dark, very fine and high quality wool. Dark means it is somewhat dark, fine, very soft and high quality. The type of the wool, quality of the wool is very high. Okay, camel hair is also made into clothes. Okay, camel hairs. Okay, camel hairs also we can use then camel hairs for making clothes. Okay, then next one is pashmina. Pashmina, one of the finest wool. Okay, one type of finest wool, pashmina, is obtained from a variety of goat called changdangi. Okay, pashmina is one of the world best finest wool which is obtained from a variety of goat. It is obtained from a one type of variety of goat called changdangi. Okay, changdangi, which is found mostly in Jammu and Kashmir region. Okay, which is found in the Jammu and Kashmir region. Okay, next we are going to learn about plugging. Plugging, where we use plugging. In the agriculture field, we used to plug the land for farming purpose. Bullocks are used to plug the land. We all know that in the village area they use this bullock cart for plugging the bullocks for plugging the land. Okay, now you are going to watch a video. From that video you can understand how they plug the field by using this bullocks. Okay. The next topic is load carriers. Load carriers mean the animals are used to carry the load from one place to another. Before automobiles were invented, people mostly used animals such as horses, donkeys, oxen, camels, and elephants as means of transport and to carry goods from one place to another. Okay, before the invention of automobiles, they used this horses, donkeys, oxen, camel, and animals for carrying the loads from one place to another and for transport purpose. Okay, and for transport purpose and for carrying the loads from one place to another, they use camel, elephants, horses, donkeys, etc. Okay, even today also in desert area they use camel to carry the load from one place to another, and in the forest area they use elephant to carry the product, carry the things, or for transportation purpose they use elephant in the forest area. Okay, in most of the areas they use animals for their transport and for load carrying works. Okay, even today animals such as horses, camels, and bullocks are used for transportation. Okay, elephants are used for carrying heavy logs. Okay, mostly elephants are used for carrying the heavy logs. Okay, it carry the heavy logs from one place to another. Okay, now there is a video how the elephant carry the log from one place to another. Camel. Camels are mostly used as a means of transport in desert. Okay, mostly camels are used for transport in desert region. Okay, in desert region camels are used for carrying the things and for transport facility they are used. Okay, so camels are also called as ship of the desert. Okay, so the camel is called as the ship of the desert. Okay, today we have learned totally we have learned about a domesticated animal and their products and how it is useful for animals. Okay, in the picture you can see a cow, a bullock pulling a cart, and the next picture the elephant carrying a log. So children, thank you, be safe.